Good morning out there, in there, out there, in here, out here. Oh, hey, tell ya, fifth move. You know what it's like to move. And the sunlight's coming right in. Draw your attention to all the books behind us. Well, there's one book, Enemies in the Orchard. Gotta get that book. And right up here, can I see that? That's the first sculpture our daughter ever made. Watch, it'll fall on me. Isn't that cool? She was about 2, I think. Can't probably really see it very well. But the thing that struck us about it was, here she was, and what I learned about sculpture is what's one of the great difficulties, challenges, whatever you want to call it, is that it needs to be a sculpture no matter where you are. And she pulled that off. She needed some blocks. You know, every kid needs blocks. So I thought, well, blocks are all kind of different shapes, but they're similar shapes. So I went down to the lumber yard and just grabbed a whole lot of scrap. And look at that. I mean, boy, did she had a good time with scrap. Yeah. So, welcome to the Sentimentalist. Hi out there, Mariana. Mark. Hi, Mark. Renee. Allison, I hope you're feeling better. Wow. Who made that coffee? Wow. Got a card from Coach Cal, Kentucky. They won their opener. Look, handwritten. Jack and Julie, thanks for always thinking about me. I truly love your family, and I miss your mom and Coach. Appreciate you both, Cal. Such a nice man. Really shook him up when my father passed, and then he realized my mother's whole life was basketball, and so he got in touch before he came to the funeral, and he said, we can't have basketball go away, so from now on, you're with me. Anytime you want to go to a game, you're my guest. Anytime we make it to the Final Four, you're definitely my guest. The whole family's your guest. Oh my goodness, I had some experiences going to the Final Four. What a wonderful man. Give. Gets a lot of flack when he loses and for making so much money, but my goodness, what he's done for those guys, etc. Yeah, you always find me standing. He used to fly his private jet into Pittsburgh to see my mom and have lunch with her in assisted living. And everybody's eyes would, who's she? What's that? What? Yeah, so in the little book, what do we see here? You know, one of the things I've been interested in lately is what you can't know. There's something wonderful about the experience of looking at something and saying, I not only don't I know about that, but you can't. It's a mystery. And you just feel this sense of, I guess, awe, wonder, mystery. No big deal, just you do. You realize, I don't know, and nobody knows or ever has. Vivi's nose. I'm really sorry. Vivi belongs. I made the mistake of putting a bunch of paintings. We have too much art over here, and Vivi doesn't like being encumbered by it or attacked by it. So she's over there. Hi, buddy. It's over there with Julie. There's no this without Julie. Vivi, we could do this without you, but it's a lot better with you. Yeah, it is. Sunny day today after a lot of rain. Yeah. Oh, boy. You know, it's always, people say what it was like being a coach's kid, and there were wonderful things about it. I'm not complaining, but of course he was in the paper all the time, and when you lose, go to school the next day. And I always tell the story that there I was sitting in 3rd, 4th, 9th grade, whatever, always wanting the kid sitting over there to pick up the paper and see his father's name in it that says, "Car dealer blows deal at end of day." Dentist screws up root canal. Doesn't make the papers. Odd country, isn't it? Sports makes the papers. I remember our wonderful coach, we have 2 wonderful coaches at Hope College, and the men's coach, Greg Mitchell, and the women's coach. And when Brian Morehouse, and I had him in my freshman comp class, Brian Morehouse, and he always wanted to be a coach. His dad was a coach, and I never wanted to be a coach. My dad was a coach. And we would talk about it. And then Brian became a coach, and he had 2 little girls, and they came to talk about being parents as a coach and his wife. And I said, well, the one thing you don't want to say that did happen to me is my sister and I were always told, it's not your life. Don't you worry about it. Don't you be upset. And we look at each other, yeah, it's not our life. It's our dad. So I said to Brian and Liz, his mom, don't say it's not their life, because it's not. They're smart enough to know that. It's their dad. Yeah. Boy. You know, a fan once said to my father after they didn't make it to the tournament at the end of the year, "You ruined my vacation." I enjoyed reading Garrison Keillor's book, Cheerfulness. He has a lot of fun in that book. Yeah. He does his Keillor humor at the grumps and the complainers, and then he just goes along talking about cheerfulness. Vivi, I really wish you'd come over here. I miss you. I can't get through this without you. I'm going to panic. Move this. Maybe you'll come over here. Move this. Come on. Want to come over here? Come on. Come on. Give up. Let's see here. How about the election on Tuesday? I hope you felt good about it. There's some people talking now, you know. It's interesting. We're getting back, maybe, I don't know, to voting for character and concerns and issues and not parties. What are the parties? They just push through things, I guess, but they don't stand for what they once stood for, so vote, for the character of the people running, right? Julie's nodding while she's knitting. And let's get some of that other stuff, Roe versus Wade, and boy. We, Meredith, she showed us this, well, I guess it was sort of a painting because it was color of a drawing, and it was a first grader's. It looked like it was a table, and then there was this big circular behind it with colors, and the table had flowers all through it. And Meredith asked her what it was, and she said, "Oh, well, first grade. The title would be Romantic Table with Bed Behind It." Okay. Well, yes, that's a new way to arrange a room, isn't it? Yeah. Rosemary Watolo-Tromer has some wonderful workshops. Just go online and check them out. I think they'd be helpful to some of you. I really do. Just check them out and see if what you think. Yeah. The people whose home we're moving into, they're leaving us. They're riding mower and riding snow blower. Look out. Here we go. Never had such a thing. If I get on it and I don't rocket right into the pond, I'm gonna here. It's gonna feel like, back in my wagon, driving the wagon. Remember how you put one knee in the wagon and the other knee outside to make it go and hold the handle? They still do that? Julie's laughing. We have our doubts, I think. Julie says yes. One time my buddy Johnny Minner, his father was a pitcher for the Cubs. And he lived just in our backyard. And one time we took my wagon. We said, let's make a hot rod. And we had a barrel in our garage. And we put this barrel, kind of a cardboard barrel, remember when they had those? We put that onto the wagon. And then we took it down to Lincoln Street Hill, which was this hill we'd sled ride down. And I crawled in that, in the barrel, and we were ready to go. And Johnny gave me a little push, and whoosh, down the hill I went, holding onto that handle, and going, we don't have any brakes on this thing. And people were running out of their houses. Oh my God, there must have been 8, 9 people running out of their houses down Lincoln Street. And Lincoln had a cross street at the end. I didn't keep going, and man, I hit that curb, and that barrel flew off, and I'm rolling in that barrel, and then I crawled out of it. Whew, made it. But I was surrounded by people ready to call the ambulance. There's a metaphor about no brakes in there somewhere, but yeah. All those of you who came over to get books from us, take books, and contribute to Wishbone by the door in the bag, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And still books left. They haven't been picked over. They're still good ones. You see, every book we have is really good. Yeah. Yep. And, you know the phrase, no peace without justice? No, that's not going to work. Let's look at Ukraine. Let's look at Hamas. No, Israel, no. No peace without forgiveness. There can't be justice. Justice just keeps it going. It's not just yet. We got to kill a few more till it's just. No peace without forgiveness. Funny how many Christian capitalists there are. I don't think Jesus was. Hey, we could make more money, by multiplying those fish. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, here's, thanks for being with us. Our poem, you never did come over, did you? I'm so sorry. I really am. I feel bad. Everybody wants to see you. They don't want to see me. They want to see you. You're the comforter. Great sweetheart. Name of this poem's Tinnitus. I have it. Do you have it? Some say tinnitus, but yeah, tinnitus. It's either way, but tinnitus. Do you have that stuff? Ooh. So, here we go. I live between the tines of a tuning fork, caught without a partner in the middle of a one-note waltz. Philip Glass is Bach. A hummingbird whirs among blossoms, savoring the sweet nectar it has no choice but to gather. A chickadee pauses or waits for a mate after singing its singular song. The crow's harsh caw or the owl's haunting E minor arrives with some surprise, even delight. But this terminally shrill pitch lies taut as a high wire stretched between Ravel's Bolero and Harold in Italy. Between the wind through the winter's trees and the burble of a woodland stream. Between you on my left and you on my right. Each a century, and I am in the center, hearing and listening and following the steadfast cadence of this whistle without a train. This is not a ringing in the ears. That can lead to melody or counterpoint, a benign accompaniment to the day's cacophony. A ringing could bring you someone stopping by, a wrong number, the echo of a wedding or a funeral, the end of round 7. But in this high-pitched world there is no variation on the theme, no largo, obbligato, pizzicato, rest. It is Mozart, old, alone, remembering one tone, one note. Whoa! Take care. Try to be cheerful. Be kind. Thanks for being with us, and thanks always to Julie. Bye.